Alright, yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Man and we back with another video. Now in this video I did do an all around taper for all my people that's on Instagram. But if you're on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you saw the thumbnail, so you already know what the deal is. But me starting this haircut off, I decided to use my wall seams, and I got the 1.5 guard on it. And I got it open and I'm cutting off all the bulk. Because when the bulk is you don't want to cut hair. Like, you don't want to try to fade with all that bulk there, because it's like, the more hair it is, the harder it is to cut. If you cut it off and like level it out, then guess what? It's easier to fade. Alright, so I started with my liners. And now when I'm setting my liner, I was contemplating on if I should save more of the curve or not, but then I decided to save a little bit more. And basically I dropped the back because it is all around taper, but I didn't drop it low as most people would have took it, because he didn't want it too low, but he didn't want it too high. So I kind of just winged it and put it where I thought it looked best, and it contoured to his hair really well. I'm just making sure my guidelines real clean. Most people say, man, I would have did it with the faders, because the line hard to get out. You take the line out with what you could take it, with what you put in it. But I didn't even have to do that because my wall seam is actually zero gap, so I could take that line out easily. Then I kick it with my my open. Sorry about that, y'all. But when I go with the open, I'm hitting the same spot sometimes. If you notice on the video, I'm just tapping at the same spot probably. Only because I'm trying to make sure everything all even. Because that's one mistake that most of us make as barbers, is that when we running that open, we think we're supposed to just catch it on that one stroke. Nah, you're supposed to keep hitting it until it just, clears up and it's all looking the same. And then again, some hair is more dense in certain areas, so sometimes you actually gotta close it a little bit more in one area, and then in another area you gotta actually, have it open. That's just something you gotta pick up though. That's the stuff that comes with the game. But I didn't show the part where I did take the line out, because it was pretty long and I was in the way, but it was not hard to take the line out at all. It was pretty long, but it wasn't too long as it sounded. Alright, so we kick it with the one guard. Now with the one guard, I got the level closed all the way, and I'm just hitting that line. Actually, like the little bulk line right there, I'm hitting it. That's just how I feel. Like, I'm hitting whatever that bulk is, and it's like, it's gonna make a line. I gotta be precise when I do it, but I'm saying, like, basically I'm hitting it because I'm trying to soften it up. And no, I did not run a one open before that, but I'm saying, like, that's just how I feel. Like, I try to eliminate the steps fast as I can. And I feel like it's easier if I just run it closed and then run it open and then take out the half, instead of running the open and then taking out a closed and a half. It's weird. It's like, I think that's too complex. I feel like you gotta just make your steps shorter and easier. And then I move on to my 0.5 guard. And as I'm moving on to it, I see in the front, I didn't want to make another line, so I try to play it safe and start from the back. And then when I started from the back, I started to take the line out halfway, so I was like, cool, I think I can run it through the whole head. So I did, and then it was taking the line out. I just wanted to be careful. I wanted to make sure. Because the back, I had a lot of room to work with, so in case I accidentally did make a line, it wasn't much of a problem. And then in that area, I was scared to go up with the 0.5 because I was like, I don't want to make a line. So I was like, let me get that closed and take it out. Boom, it's gone, just like that. See, I was playing it safe before I actually went with my move. I was trying to flick out at it, but it didn't look like it was doing that. And then I'm just gonna keep going with the grain on this area, because as you see me dropping the clipper, I'm moving the lever close about, like halfway, then close, like I'm notching at it, just to make sure it's all laid down. I wanted it how I thought would look best with the cut. And I did line it up a little bit, just to see how it looked, because I saw a little dark spot, but I figured if I lined it up, it probably would have, all played out well, and it did. Right there, I'm just detailing. I wasn't even gonna show this part, but I just wanted to show it. From each angle, like, it looked cool. Like, before it, nobody really was looking at it, but I'm saying, like, if you look at it from the front, you saw a little bulk right there, and I just want to take care of that. Alright, me doing this lineup, I did knock the front down already. But I did have, I did close it up a little bit just to knock off that little darker spot right there. And move on to the beard actually, because I realized, I might as well just fade the other side of the beard, get that out the way real quick, and then we can focus on this lineup. Alright, now while I'm doing my lineup, I do start in the middle and then I work my way to the right side. Well, the right side is really the light side, that's why I rhyme. But it do be the light side on most people's heads, that's why I do start just like that. But I do move to the left if it is lighter, of course. What I'm saying, just move to the harder side and get that out the way. Because as you can see on the left side of his head, he got a lot more darker hair and it's fuller and it dropped down more. And right here, I'm left-handed, so I don't have the inside wrist motion, so I can't just swoop it. I can't do that. I have to actually turn the clipper sideways and use that edge and then draw it like a pencil. And then I just show my little detailing right there, little small stuff I take care of. I saw like a little fly hair in the way. Then I work the outside of the beard, and as I'm doing the outside of the beard, I'm just setting up my base. Now most people complain about how I don't show the razor part and all that, saying, oh, you hiding, you don't want us to see how you do it. It's not complex how you do the razor. It's so simple. It's just, I should show it, but I be in the way. Like right there, I'm kind of in the way. I wouldn't have showed this part, but I was like, you could see it a little bit more than what you'll see in my other videos, so I did it. And as you saw, I was wiping off all that spurts because that's not cute to have all that in your face. I don't like that, like too choppy and all that. And I only showed this part because the angle was fire. I knew y'all was like, dang, that wrist work. Well, I'm working on my wrist work, and I know my nails long, so don't speak on it. But right there, I was showing the cut. Y'all probably like, oh, he done. No, I'm not done. I'm about to work on the top now. Now, I was like, Shay, bro, you think it's cool if I sponge the top? He was like, oh yeah, for sure, that's what I wanted. I'm like, all right, cool. So I sprayed some mousse on there, just to get that hair, that fresh smell, get it ready to get curled up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I get the sponge. I got the sponge in my other hand. And as I'm sponging, I'm not doing a heavy sponge on it because I don't want it to be too twisted, because he might not want it twisted like that. I just give him a little nappy look, but it's still like, that twisted look. And then that's pretty much the entire cut right there. Because then again, most people say, Jermaine, you don't show the whole cut at the end. You gotta show that. My bad. I got you. That's the entire cut, okay? Alright, I appreciate everybody who made it to the end of the video.